What's good, everyone? It's your boy Wizard Winner, and I'm here making a brand new video. But this one isn't any normal video. It's a start 'em, sit 'em for all you fantasy owners out there who don't know what that is. So I'm here with T Rock Dagamer. He's gonna ask questions and stuff.
What's up?
Okay, so I guess I'll start.
I guess this first episode will be like the first starter sit-em. So like it's gonna be like practices, I guess. Like I'm gonna be asking the questions.
Yeah.
And then like he's gonna be answering. But by at least like in 2 weeks, we will be able to live stream it on his channel. We'll be able to live stream this starter sit-em.
And then for all you guys out there, Thursday night football just passed, so please just bear with us, because half the games have already been played. So I guess I can start taking questions now.
Alright, so my first one is with my fantasy team. I kind of made some changes myself, but I'm not really sure I want to go with this lineup. So my starting lineup, I have Matthew Stafford, Chris Thompson, Marshawn Lynch, Julio Jones, Terrell Pryor, Jordan Reed, Larry Fitzgerald. Seahawks defense, well, I will probably have to take out because they're under 5, and Adam Vinatieri. So first, I know I'm probably going to go ahead and take the Seahawks defense out for the Redskins defense, which is the other one I have. Alright, so now here's a question.
Okay.
I have Matt Stafford and Matt Ryan.
Okay.
Who should I start?
Well.
Alright, let me just tell you this. Matt Stafford's projected to get 18 2/10 points, and Matt Ryan's projected to get 18 and 5/10 points. So, I don't know, but you know how the fantasy predictions are always wrong compared to the actual games. Because Matt Ryan was projected to get me like 23 points 2 weeks ago, and he only got me 9.
Okay. Okay, that's a very tricky question because the Saints defense has been playing not very good. They played good against the Dolphins in London, but if you had to ask me, I would start Matthew Stafford because if you think about it, the Dolphins defense is way better because they have better safeties and they have a better pass rush. Yeah. So.
Alright, well, now here's where it gets tricky.
Okay.
I have Jordan Reed. Projected to get me 18 and 2/10 points here.
Wow. Okay.
Now they're telling me that he's healthy. I just want your opinion. Do you really think he's healthy?
It depends on what kind of injury he's coming off of. What injury is he coming off of? Is it like a foot, arm?
Let me check. Alright, I'm gonna read the outlook this week's projection. Okay. Hopefully this week of rest will help Jordan Reed, who is surprised battling physical elements. A combination of rib, sternum, and shoulder injuries, limiting Reed to pass catching duties in week 4, considering Washington wanted to conserve his usage against the 49ers, even with limited snaps. Inactive Jordan Reed can put up elite numbers in week 6. San Francisco has the strongest statistical defense against tight ends. What? Okay. But Reed has the talent to overcome such restrictions. So the injury is a combination of rib, sternum, and shoulder injuries. I don't know if he's healthy.
And who's your other tight end?
My other tight end I have over here on the bench is Vernon Davis. He's only projected to get 2.6 points, and Ingram from the Giants. His first name, Evan Ingram from the Giants. He really didn't do nothing, and the Giants are 0-5, so I don't put much trust. I don't really trust him. It's the Giants. They trash.
Okay, so basically, Evan Ingram is just a sit. Automatically just sit him. But if you had to ask me, I would pick Vernon Davis. Now, like, because Jordan Reed is suffering multiple injuries. So Vernon Davis would be good. Jordan Reed may be out the game. I mean, he may see like small targets because he's just coming off an injury. So probably Kirk Cousins isn't going to target him like at all probably. So just do Vernon Davis for now and see where Jordan Reed may come in later on in the season.
Alright, well, here another question. I have Cooper Kupp as my wide receiver. And I don't know if I want to keep him Terrell Pryor because he keeps dropping passes and only gets like 3 targets per game. But here's the problem. Cooper Kupp is facing that Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh man.
You know, with him facing that Jacksonville Jaguars defense, I don't want to take the risk of putting him in. Because that Jaguars defense, they will pop him, they will do whatever they need to do to beat him. So my question is, start or sit him?
Sit Cooper Kupp, start Terrell Pryor. Because if you think about it, those 49ers defense so far this season has been...
The Jaguars?
No, it's the 49ers defense who Terrell Pryor is actually playing. They have been horrendous to start off the season. So I would say Terrell Pryor is your best bet. Even if he drops the passes, I don't trust Cooper Kupp in these situations just yet. But yeah, Terrell Pryor start, Cooper Kupp sit.
And here's probably the last question of the day.
Okay.
I am 1-4.
Uh-huh.
There's still a chance I'll make the playoffs.
Okay. Yes, there is still a chance because if you lose two more, yeah, that's going out the window.
Well, I'm projected this week on matchup on Fantasy Test, and I'm on ESPN Fantasy right now. But I'm projected right now to lose 91 to 98. My opponent.
Well,
because Zach Ertz had got 13.8, and that was his only tight end. And he has Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
Who Aaron Rodgers playing Minnesota? Okay. You may have a chance, but Aaron Rodgers, you know how good he is. It's despite the defense he's playing, he's still good. But the way that Minnesota's been playing lately, they've been playing off the charts good, kind of. So don't expect Aaron Rodgers to get more than 22 points. Don't expect him to get more than 22. So there's a possibility that you're gonna win.
Well, thank you for this session. It helps, and yeah.
Okay, so now here's the actual video right here. All right, so who to start and who to sit. So basically, okay, so as I said, some of the players that I mentioned in this video so far is who, like, Cooper Kupp you sit, of course, Terrell Pryor you start, but who, like, but now here is where I have questions for you. like I know this. Well, I know you don't have that much experience with fantasy, but here's where I have questions for you. So do you like? I have Well,
Are you talking about ESPN fantasy or NFL fantasy?
ESPN. Basically, right
Alright,
now.
so I'm going to look at your team right now. Here's the problem. Dak Prescott is not starting. He's on his bye.
And I had Carson Wentz to actually come in because I did not trust Ben Roethlisberger, who you should sit if you have him in your starting lineup. Go ahead and sit him. Don't, like, after what he just came off of, don't start him, sit him. Especially the Kansas City defense, yeah, sit him. And in the defense, I'm gonna start off with defense first. Where do I start? Start the Redskins defense, because so far the matchup with the 49ers actually is one of the easiest wins you should get. But basically, start them, sit the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, because they're playing a good quarterback in Alex Smith, who could scramble at the pocket at any moment. So just sit them. I really don't trust them. But here was the question I was actually gonna ask you. Okay, so my running back core is one of the trashes in the league so far. Like, I have DeMarco Murray, who is probably gonna split carries with Derrick Henry. And then it's just, I have Jared McHenry up on my bench, and then Alvin Kamara is the starting running back. So who should I start and who should I sit?
Well, first things first, you could always go to the free agency and see what players are open and drop the players, drop the running back that you think is trash. Like the trashes of the bunch.
Like basically, I'm looking through the waiver wire right now, and basically, the top running back choice is Samija Pareen. So yeah, he is supposed to take the spot of Rob Kelly, who's supposed to get injured. I mean, supposed to sit out. But basically, yeah, it's pretty trash. So who should I start?
Well, first, right out of the gate, you could have put LeGarrette Blount in.
Yeah. Like I was thinking in my head, should I start him or should I not? But yeah, I should have started him because at the start of the season, yeah.
He played for the Eagles and he got that W, and he also got 8 and 7 points.
Yeah, I was thinking like man, I should have started him, but then you have basically a Saints running back who I know is a rookie, but seriously, he'll probably get the most. He's a catching back also, so basically he's both catching back and a running back. So I was like, man, I should start him more than LeGarrette Blount. So,
true. Like, if you could catch and run that ball, you gotta be good.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I just got to. And then Adrian Peterson left to go to Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I need to get on this opportunity to pick up a running back who will probably get the most carries and the most third down attempts of a running back, or the most targeted running back besides Le'Veon Bell, who had like one of the I would say one of the worst catching wise game, or had the least targets that I would think of. But
well, back to when you said don't start Ben Roethlisberger, you can't just think of those 5 interceptions.
Yeah,
Remember when Antonio Brown was open and Ben Roethlisberger didn't even throw him the ball?
True.
So if you have Antonio Brown on, if you have Ben Roethlisberger on your team, I don't know, you might want to bench him. But here's the thing, this is the perfect opportunity to start at Antonio Brown, because Antonio Brown still wants revenge and payback from not getting the ball on that play. So he's probably going to go ham on these people. So I would say start Antonio Brown, because he's going to get some rest. He's going to come out beastly and beastly.
And then, best of all, he had 157 receiving yards, which is pretty good. So, yeah, start him if you have him on your fantasy team. But then, so back to tight end, worthy right here. Well, yeah, running back. So basically, if Alvin Kamara is still on your waiver wire, please pick him up if you don't have a good running back. Like he's a
solid running back.
Yeah. Because he could catch out the backfield, and then he has fresh legs, bro. Okay.
And you also might want to pick up that Jaguars defense if they're still available.
Yeah.
If that Jacksonville Jaguars defense is available, you want to pick them up right now. Because the Jaguars aren't playing around this season.
Yeah.
This season, the Jaguars aren't playing around. They're like no joke this season. I don't know what happened, but the Jaguars... I did not see it coming. That just brings the question to next year's fantasy drafts. Will the Browns have a breakout season when Myles Garrett's going to be healthy?
True. And
if Myles Garrett gets healthy, that Browns defense could do something.
Probably, if you think about it, probably. But then, okay. So, running back still. Todd Gurley. We have to bring up Todd Gurley here for a second now. He is playing excellent right now, but last week was one of the worst performances this season from him. Well, yeah, basically. And so and I don't have him in either of my leagues. But I
think I'm actually going against Todd Gurley. Yeah, I'm going against Todd Gurley.
How many points is he supposed to get?
Projected to get 13.
But see, it's that Jaguars defense though. He's going up against a Jaguars defense. So,
but here's the thing. Last week, Todd Gurley only had 3 fantasy points, but he was consistent. And in week 3 against the San Francisco 49ers, he put up 32 fantasy points.
Yeah.
49ers, if you have some players going up against the 49ers, you might want to start them.
Especially Kirk Cousins. And actually in my draft, I actually passed up on Kirk Cousins, who I really wanted. I don't know why, because he's playing excellent, especially against that Raiders defense. And that other week.
Yeah, but here's the problem though. Receivers keep dropping passes for him.
And Jamison Crowder, I'm not hearing his name. So basically, if you have Jameson and Crowder, don't look for much action, I guess, because he's supposed to get 4 points.
Look for more action out of Chris Thompson.
Yeah, Chris Thompson. And that's another good running back who could both run and catch the ball. Great. Out of any running back, I'd say he's top 5
Because I have
in that
Chris
category.
Thompson in my team.
Oh, and you also picked him off the waiver wire, which is a good pickup.
Yeah.
Great pickup.
So if you have Chris Thompson, pick him up.
Please do. Okay, so now
and also, just for the record, Kirk Cousins is projected to get 17 defense points.
Okay, so we've been talking about these receivers. I mean, the quarterbacks and running backs. We have to talk about these receivers though. Like you brought up Terrell Pryor and Cooper Kupp. But then if you think about it, you have Julio Jones who got hurt at the middle of the game a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago against the Bills. Is Julio Jones like a good wide receiver to start though?
Oh, well, here's what I want to say. Julio Jones is a good wide receiver,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but injuries caught up to him. And when you get to that age of your career, at some point, injuries are going to catch up to you, and injuries just caught up to Julio Jones.
And then Matt Ryan lately, he's been getting like 10 to 13 points per week. Like if you have Matt Ryan. Oh, speaking of quarterbacks, you have Derek Carr coming back. He's playing up against the Chargers. So
talking about Matt Ryan here.
I know.
In his 2017 game log, last week. The last week he played, which was week 4, he only got 8.5 points.
Yeah, and then
the question is, will he come out with a breakout game?
Like,
or will it just be that Matt Ryan?
Like, I honestly picked up Matt Ryan like way too early in my draft. I picked him like in the 3rd round, which is like way too early for a quarterback. Whereas if I had Aaron Rodgers, but then I thought about his breakout season he had.
I picked Matt Ryan up in the 2nd round of my draft because I was eyeing Aaron Rodgers, but then that dude had stole Aaron Rodgers. So I mean, after he stole Aaron Rodgers, there's like no good quarterbacks left. They're going down to the wire, so I picked up Matt Ryan. Then just to know later in the draft there'd be a Matthew Stafford, but it's good to have 2 good quarterbacks, or at least 1 good quarterback, and Matt Ryan's quality now. Because he's getting to that late stage basically.
Yeah,
and now you were talking about the returning Derek Carr. Alright, so first I want to talk about Derek Carr's log for the season. I want to talk about that right now. Derek Carr over.
He's been playing good.
Alright, here's the problem. Versus Denver, he only got 9.7
because he broke his bat, like, I think early, like...
No. Against Washington, he only had 5.2 points.
Oh, yeah.
So in his last 2 games that he's played, he hasn't even gotten over 10 points. So I'm gonna say, wait till this week, and don't start him this week, because he's gonna be a little rusty. Just let him get into like the zone, let him get back to the football mood, and then like next week, that's when we start him. But you don't want to start him this week coming off an injury. I don't think you want to do that. He's gonna be rusty, Warning you, don't start him.
And then also, like only 79% of fantasy owners have them from all the leagues across the USA. I actually looked it up, but then I was like, man, like if you have them available, should you pick them up though?
I don't know. I want to wait till this week. I just want to see what he does on his first game back. Will he be rusty or not?
How about Amari Cooper? He didn't even put up 10 yards for the past 3 weeks. Amari Cooper, man, like if you have him on your team, just bench him until he could prove all of us wrong, like every single one of us wrong. Because
and I just want to say this right now. If you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you could release him. Don't bench him. Release him.
He's on the IR too. But then like here's like speaking of kickers.
All those field goals that he missed.
Yeah, speaking of kickers though.
Nick Folk, if you have Nick Folk, please bench him.
Don't
even mention him.
Yeah, please do. And then
here's the problem: it's too late to pick up a Graham Gano.
True.
The Panthers game already ended. So it's too late to get your Graham Gano because he had got 12 fantasy points.
Yeah, and that's pretty good though. Like I would say you pick up that Raiders kicker. I can't even pronounce his name. Giorgio something. He is something special for kickers. He is solid. So if you don't have a kicker, pick him up because he's like in only like 40% of leagues. And
because I think you should like. If field goal kickers are big because like one field goal is like 4 points, so if they make like 3 field goals, that's 12 points already. If you're losing a game by like 16, all you need to do is just one player to come through and get you 4 more points, and then the kicker just to make 3 field goals, so you have your extra points.
Yeah. So yeah, go.
So get you some kickers because the kickers are real good, solid players who could get you a lot of points. Because they're only hired to do one thing, kick field goals. That's all they practice on. That's all they do in practice, kick field goals. That's all they're hired for. I mean, I know they can't make them all the time, but all they're hired to do.
And then one more thing before this video ends. And this is something that I really wanted to cover up. So, like, we're going back to wide receivers again. How about that New England Patriots game and the New York Jets game? Who, like, you had Brandon Cooks, and then you have Chris Hogan, who's been coming up big after Julian Edelman got hurt, and Rob Gronkowski is still hurt. I believe he won't come back until like later on in the season.
Yeah, Rob Gronkowski. Yeah, Rob Gronkowski. I would say release him and get you another solid tight end.
But then,
and after you release him, when he comes back, wait a week to see if he's not rusty or anything, and then pick him up. He's had like so many back injuries and stuff. So
I would say like bench Brandon Cooks. I'm just telling you that. Like I know some of you guys are like, why bench Brandon Cooks? Because like the Jets defense are gonna eye him because I think he has had 2 plays this season that has broke over 40 yards. That's pretty good. I don't think no other wide receiver could at least get like 1 30-yard play. So just set Brandon Cooks, start Chris Hogan. And is there anything else before this video ends?
Always know that there's a next season. Your team is trash this season. Always know that there's a next season.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. There's always a next season.
Alright, well, I hope you guys did enjoy this useful video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, peace.